When you don't have a budget, you don't have control of your finances. Welcome to Just World YouTube channel, where we live, learn, adventure, and charity. We talk about finance, personal development, travel, and community service. If you're interested in this kind of content, kindly subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time we upload a new video. We upload on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 4:30 p.m. and sometimes on Friday at 1 p.m. East Africa time. Hello good people, hoping you're doing well. In today's video, we're going to talk about a few money mistakes that we need to avoid so that we can improve our relationship with our money. The first mistake we are going to talk about is not budgeting. When you don't have a budget, you do not have control of your finances. And of course, when you don't budget month on month, it means that you're not taking control of your financial situation and to assess basically your overall financial health. Do you have a budget? Are you following it? And if you don't have a budget, how are you tracking your financial situation? Comment down below. The next mistake is not setting goals. If you do not have any specific goals you're working towards, then there will be no aspiration. In our previous videos, we have shared the different ways you can approach your goals. First, we have the goal setting, we have the goals review. I'm going to link down the videos on the comment section or the description box so that you can also watch the videos. It is important to take time and set your financial goals and review them each and every year, but we always recommend to do it as often as possible, but at the very least on a quarterly basis. The next mistake is not having a financial plan. The first thing is, if you don't have goals, then obviously it means you don't have any financial plan, and it will obviously lead to you not having anything to work towards. If you have a proper financial plan, it is going to help you make sure your spending matches your priorities. If you have a financial plan, it will help you decide when you should start investing, how much you need to save, what you are saving for, and also planning your retirement and all your other financial goals. If you don't have a financial plan, take time today and set up your financial plan. Next mistake is living paycheck to paycheck. Many households may live paycheck to paycheck. However, unforeseen problem can easily become a disaster. And in our previous video, we have talked about ensuring that you have a backup in form of saving of, for instance, 3 to 6 months of your monthly expenditure. I will link down the video on the comment section or the description box. Challenge with living paycheck to paycheck is that in case a paycheck is missed, then it will be disastrous. And in that case, it may result to circumstances whereby you're not able to even feed your family. To be able to cushion yourself from any eventualities for lack of maybe one paycheck or maybe worst case of a job loss, you should always consider having a backup plan in form of another source of income to supplement the paycheck. The next mistake is living on borrowed money. Credit cards have become very common in the recent days. However, if properly used, then it will be okay. But if you allow it to accrue interest, then it's going to damage your finances. Credit card is one of the best ways of tracking your expenses, but it can also result into excessive expenditure as the money is readily available. Why do I say it is a good method of accounting for your expenses? You can use your credit card for all your expenses, and it will help you keep track of how much you spend on whatever item. The other way we find ourselves spending borrowed money is if every month you have to either borrow from your friends or get a mobile loan to get you by to the end of the month. That clearly shows that you're living beyond your means and you have to depend on debts for part of the month. Remember, we said for you to adjust to the normal spending, you need to come up with a budget and reevaluate your expenses to match the income with the expenditure, not forgetting the 50-30-20 rule. If you have not watched our video on that, I will also link it down below. The next mistake is excessive and frivolous spending. Great fortunes are often lost $1 at a time. It may not seem like a big deal when you pick a few additional items when you feel like you have some extra money or it's at the end of the month and you pay then a few things here and there, and every time you add up a little more items, they will add up to some substantial money per year, which you could have saved or you could have used for another useful purpose. But remember, we always say you should not be mean to yourself. Treat yourself once in a while. If you're struggling with especially these hard economic times, then you should ensure you avoid this mistake. After all, if you're only a few dollars away from maybe being auctioned or something, every dollar will count more than ever. Or you could even be a few dollars away from paying your mortgage. The next mistake is making financial choices out of fear or pressure. Maybe your peers are doing the same thing and you feel that it could be your right time to do it. We all do our own things at our own time, so we should always be conscious about peer pressure from our friends. This is another mistake which is common as a financial choice when you're afraid or you feel a lot of pressure to act right away. There is no urgency. Take your time and do your things at your own time. When you're afraid, you may not be considering all the options and you may end up even making a costly mistake. It is important to take a step back and consider all your options. You may also consider discussing the matter with your mentor or someone you trust before you take the decision. Still on this one, another financial mistake is to give in to pressure to take a big financial step when you're not ready. You may not be ready for these steps, and giving into pressure will not benefit you financially. The next mistake is getting behind on your payments. When you fall behind on your house or your basic payments, you can create a cycle that is hard to break. You will end up paying late fees and other charges each time you fall behind. It may also damage your credit score, which can affect your finances in the future. The first thing you need to do is catch up on all your late payments and then address any spending, budgeting, or income issues that have caused you to fall behind. Then work to stick to your budget so it doesn't happen again. The next mistake is never-ending payments. Ask yourself if you really need items that you keep paying for every month, year after year. Things like cable television, music services, maybe gym, if you don't need it at the moment, they can force you to pay endless expenses on month and leave you owning nothing. When money is tight or you just want to save more, create a leaner lifestyle, which can go a long way to fattening your savings and cushioning you from financial hardships. The next mistake is not investing in retirement. We have a video on planning for your retirement, and the reactions I got from your comments is that some people feel like it is too early to start saving for your retirement. But at the rate at which the years are moving currently, you will soon find yourself at retirement. So it is never too early, and when you start planning early, it actually makes a difference in the long run. Instead of running when time is running out, plan for your retirement early. I will also link the video down below. So if you do not get your money working for you through your investments, you may never be able to stop working. Do you want to work forever? And not forgetting that your body gets weaker as you age. Therefore, you may want to work for so long, but your body has a limit. Making monthly contributions to designated retirement accounts is essential for a comfortable retirement. Are you in any pension scheme? Comment down below. If you're not, you may consider looking up to see which one can suit your needs. Take advantage of tax incentives from your retirement scheme and also your employer-sponsored pension scheme. It is important to understand the time your investments will have to grow and how much risk you can tolerate. The younger you are, the longer you have time to tolerate the risks. Maybe it's time you contact a pension scheme and start saving for your retirement. Thank you so much for watching this video. For my returning subscribers and Premier Gang, thank you so much for always watching our videos, for sharing, for liking and commenting. If you're new to the channel, kindly consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time we upload a new video. See you on our next one. Bye.